elections.
And when I say corruption, I will prove it here.
Yes, just a lot that has not we have not touched on, and I'm just happy for Witty. Finally, we are.
Yeah. And it is true, of course, that even if anyone will win the presidency of ANC, it is not true that they will become the president of the country. Evidence of the fake one, and I will present it here.
Oh,
so we can schedule it, of course.
We need. Hello, people. Welcome to it. This is another sequel of In Conversation with Press. And it's another day for us to have an open discussion. We are getting to know some of our leaders, and we are getting to know some of our leaders by looking. When the sun was up, they were very busy. He was involved in a lot of projects around Taung. He was once the leader, CEO. I remember Kitsenako hospital ya Greater Taung, and I could see a young, I don't mean any disrespect, but a young gentleman on the post, on the picture, Moleboteng, no, that's the CEO. CEO. I mean, such a young fella and already such a huge responsibility. So we are talking to him. Like I said to you, around here, I'm so happy that I get this chance every now and then. There's a couple of names these ones are not from the ID book. Cannot be that Saviour. But we will get to know all of that in this podcast. Make sure that you continue to subscribe and like this content. Mr. Cwaile. Oh, it's been a minute. Finally, we are able to sit and talk.
I was never going to fail.
Some of the past leaders, Bako, I think it's Kenya. They were, I think one of them was saying, no matter how much they try to kill me, I will rise like a phoenix. The journey from being SRC leader to being a leader in parliament to being in Kosatu to being in Nehau, everything in terms of leadership. We want to know about it. Who is comrade? Comrade.
Anything. Most welcome.
Who is Comrade Cwaile? Where is Comrade Cwaile coming from? Because we need to celebrate, especially Kotswante. Like I said, feel free. Me and you today, we are just going to have an open discussion. Who is Comrade Cwaile?
Musimane is a boy born in the village at Chiefscourt by the peasant family, who was told that we have nothing, we don't have a cow, we don't have money in the bank. Your life will depend on you going to school. And of course, I didn't fail our parents. I had to take myself to where they couldn't, because you see, my father wanted me to be a lawyer, but I couldn't. Yes, of course, I will be completing LLB in 2 years' time. But I had to take myself there because I couldn't. When I arrived at the university, I did not have the money to register for law. Then Mema Munchunyane gave me a rare opportunity that I must go study nursing.
Okay.
I completed diploma in nursing at Mabato Nursing College. It was paid for by government. And from there, I studied postgraduate diploma in management at the University of Northwest, and went on to University of Stellenbosch to study Bachelor of Administration honors in public administration at Stellenbosch. And I quickly moved on to University of Free State and completed my master's in political transformation and governance.
Mm.
Of course, I started some time ago with UNISA studying LLB. Now I must complete it in 2 years' time. I studied until 30. My wish is to be called Dr. Advocate Cwaile in the next 2 years.
Wow. Doctor Advocate. Not just a doctor.
And of course, well, studied complete doctorate in political studies. Yes.
Now with that, I mean, go na le dilo tse dintsi tse o di dirileng aside from that. But one thing that I take pages from, it's when you were the CEO of Greater Tau. What was the vision, Koa? Because you got in, and then you changed everything. By the end of the day, it was all systems go.
Yes, of course, I was given a very rare opportunity by Kosi Cwaile Mutlaban, who at the time was the chief director of the Department of Health in Dr. RSM, and in Tate Hoffman Khale, who said, can you go to Taung and help the people of Taung get the best service and change their lives? And I did exactly that. But when I was still busy at Taung Hospital, there was a crisis at Lekwateman, where there was a riot, there were riots there, and Department of Health was collapsing, and I was told that I can go run that institution, Lekwateman, both Taung. So when I was asked if I need to get somebody to act for me, and I told them that even a cleaner can act for me at Taung because I've built the capacity of people.
Wow.
Capacity building. So I had to run both Lekwatemane and Taung.
Wait. You were running them concurrently.
Yes, both of them. Every morning I was starting at Lekwateman and coming back to Taung. But I told them Taung can, the way I've built the capacity of people, even a cleaner can run Taung Hospital. So I don't need to have people coming to help me.
Sure.
So both institutions were stabilized nicely, achieved a good audit outcome. But the actual impact was on how we have changed the lives of many of the people. You must know that at Taung Hospital alone, we gave more than 400 people an opportunity to work for the first time.
Yes.
At Lekwateman, 200 people were employed at once.
Under your leadership.
Yes, under my leadership.
But people don't know those things.
No, we did them very well. Then I was promoted quickly to become the regional director of district health services and forensic services in Dr. RSL. Before the then MEC Tatemasike said that, can you please come help us at the province? There is a lot of money. Buildings are collapsing. There is no one spending. Then I was made responsible for 3 directorates at one time. I was responsible for health technology, responsible also for health revitalization, the revamping of health facilities.
Yes.
And I was given also the facility management of the Department of Health. And I moved very quick to finish that budget in less than 2 months. Hospitals, then
Yes.
that's when the new hospitals were built, including Matibestat in Moretele, the Bupilong First Faces Psychiatric Hospital. That was when I was there. Yeah, that's what I've done.
Yo.
Yeah, but at that time, we had a problem with the administration and the HOD at the time, who made an allegation that I have misled him. But I did not. It's fine. I won at the labor court. They had to dismiss me. That is why when I was dismissed from health, but I made sure that the issues I wanted to resolve at the time ended up being resolved, because both the HOD and others, you would remember the case of Ndade Ralph Madi, who just recently was they have taken his properties. I was the director responsible for health technology, and things were happening there. And National Treasury was busy making investigations of why one machine for Joe Morono Hospital in Freiburg was the same machine at Moses Kotani in Bojanala. In the night, they would move the same machine when the investigation was coming to Moses Kotani. You see, he was told to deliver When you are told to deliver Range Rover and you deliver Uno, and in Uno you have put the engine of Range Rover, and you had to deliver 3 Range Rovers. You would move one machine from one hospital to another every night the day before the investigation was coming. So there was already a forensic report, and I had to act on that forensic report. So I had to suspend people, get the police to come in, and they eventually got arrested. Even if they moved me out of the position, I got it back. I'm in that same position today. I'm the director responsible for health technology, but they are on bail. They couldn't win this battle. I was not going to betray the people.
Wow.
And I had to lead the revolt against the then administration, and it has collapsed. Our own beloved comrade Supra was removed as a premier. The Telekalakala is facing more than 3 or 5 cases at the courts. So they were not just going to win the battle by removing Cwaile. I went to Labour Appeal Court. I won this case, and I had to be taken back to my post. It's just that I moved to the parliament in Bethlehem. So I can't get the money for the same period when I was at the parliament, because in public service policy doesn't allow that we can get 2 salaries at the same time.
Yes.
But I'm back in that position as I'm speaking now.
Wow.
I'm the director responsible for health technology. They're busy running up and down to the courts.
What are they looking for now? Because obviously now you've won the case.
No, at the courts, they were arrested for stealing because I was not doing anything, but I was only refusing to sign things that I couldn't sign. And they had to create stories and say I've misled the HOD, Dr. Lekalakala. I'm sure he has lost 80 kg weight where he is. He must go to the court and explain himself.
But it seems as if you have a neck for people who are always accusing you of chowing funds, because I remember there was a time when that there was a whole hurrah. I can't remember for what exactly, but I think you were still in parliament. You were just got in parliament, and we were celebrating that hooray, a son from Taung has emerged as a parliamentarian.
Thieves ganged up against me.
Yes.
They created so many stories. You must know that I have been the subject of more than 5 forensic investigations. 5 forensic investigations.
Yes.
During the leadership of Comrade Supra at the same Department of Health. When at the later stage, the Hawks and the SIU returned to clean up there, one of the MEC who was there had to ask them to investigate Cwaile thoroughly. And they found nothing. Cases that were sent to SIU, I was told, no, we couldn't find anything that they Cwaile. In fact, we only found here that it's you who opened these cases. Now, you can't defeat any person based on lies. So they made stories, hey, Cwaile was dismissed at health because he stole. I did not steal anything. I've changed people's lives.
Wow.
Yes.
So hence I'm saying, man, you seem to have this dark shadow that is following you, as if or somebody that you are irritating. Whenever they see you, they just want to start something.
No, of course, that is why what they did in my branch from Chiefs Court sent me to the conference of the ANC. When I arrived there, I was told that I'm not a delegate. I have arrived at the conference without being nominated by the branch. They did not even ask the branch. I was subjected to disciplinary hearing and dismissed from the ANC. Just look at how this hatred and anger works. You say you are dismissed from the ANC, plus you are suspended for 10 years. What is it? Double jeopardy. There is nothing sounding well there. It's just anger. I made appeal to Comrade Mbalula. He was sleeping on duty. He never responded. But in terms of the law, the ANC has lost the power and the authority to preside over my case. It has collapsed. That is why I told my friends that I'm not going to leave the ANC. Those who said, but can you become a convener for MK party here? Can you move to this DA and what? I said, no. I was groomed in the ANC and I'm not going to go anywhere. I cannot be thrown out of the window in the ANC by thieves who have faked matrix, who have no clue of how they must help impact positively on the lives of the people. I said, no, I'm not going to go anyway. I'm still the member of the ANC. And I'm not going anywhere. I will never go anywhere. These people, we must not run away from war. We can't run away from the battlefield. We must make sure these people end up in jail, and I'm going to make sure they end up in jail. I have evidence against almost all those who are calling themselves leaders, from their chairperson until the last useless members of the PC. I have the hardcore evidence. I hope Madlanga will give me an opportunity. I will have to appear there. And of course, I hope that the work we are doing now will be taken seriously to the point that we will have a result. You must know that there was this hoax in the Northwest that could be manipulated by politicians. There has been serious political interference. When I was at Parliament, I have myself personally, not the whole of us, myself personally, I've opened more than 25 criminal cases, including for Dr. Rus Khomutsi that can't give us water, for building a 38 million Mkuku that was shared by leaders. Their money went into the pocket of that. The boy who was giving them tenders there, he's owning a chopper now. The people don't have water. So I can't take it easy. I'm going to take my battles to the logical conclusion at the right time. They will account, whether today or tomorrow it will come.
Are you saying the reservoir that is built or here in Taung?
In Taung, no, there is no water there. You must know the truth is that more than 3 billion was spent on trying to deliver water to Taung. Let me tell you, because of diamonds at Taung Dam, to deliver water to Khanyesa, they had to want to pull the water from Taung Dam to Khanyesa. That is why there were 2 or 3 pipes going same direction, because everyone wanted their own smaller part. Let me tell you, when Taung Dam was built, why Taung Dam was built? It was built to make alluvial diamonds a scarce commodity in the market and increase its price. By then, Botswana government and DBS, you must know, from Kimberley, pass through Jankemp, Christiana, down to Bloemhof and Swaziland, they have almost finished the alluvial diamonds. That is why it took 3 to 5 years for Taung Dam to get filled with water. Because it is not a source of water. It was a means to control. I will tell you how naturally. When you go to Kruger National Park and you watch lions, know that there are scarce minerals under
there.
So there will be a park and something and what, so that we should make sure that the diamond under Taung Dam, our children after 100 years, they can still get it. So there is a way minerals are controlled so that they shouldn't be just available all the time and get exhausted. It's for purpose of sustainable development. You must know that my honors is on sustainable development and local government with Stellenbosch. So that's how we sustain the development and protect what will have to help kids next 200 years when we are no longer here. You go to Kruger National Park, you take a picture with a lion, but the truth is under there.
Or smoke and mirrors.
Yes, there is something that is being seriously protected. That's how natural resources are protected. So when they went to Taung Dam, it is because many of our own comrades, our beloved comrades, wanted to have a way to access diamonds legally. And they put something to block them there, but they have the way. They pulled the water. I mean, let me tell you something. Dr. SM knows very well. When you go to Bloemhof, there is a Bloemhof Dam there.
Yes,
it is a source of water more than Taung Dam. So why are you not taking water from Bloemhof and deliver that water to Taung or Khanyesa? And you go to something that was never a source of water. That is why it took 3 to 5 years for Taung Dam to be filled with water, because it is not a source of water. But the children in Bloemhof are still dying because of contamination of that water there. They can't even control that water effectively, to the point that those who are living on the flat lane are being still affected by the rains and water there. Yes, I'm saying this is deliberate. It is incompetence and corruption.
Wow. So now talking about especially those things that we have in Dr. RSM, I heard rumors and I can confirm them because I spoke to one spokesperson of Mr. Mashaba, who was here in Taung not so long ago, and they spoke of Taung Task, which we knew to be developed for a hotel school, the same as Mahikeng Hotel School. What is happening according to your knowledge? Do we have hotel school in Taung, or is it also part of a bigger picture for other people?
I've thought other things will be for another day, but let me say it. This town town task was part of a critical development in the former or erstwhile Buputajuan. Look, it's going to be sold because the leadership there now wants to sell it. And you would know the corruption that happened here. It's massive. But we have thought the comrade who is coming from Dr. SM, who is now the MEC at that place, will protect it. But it looks like it is going to be disposed. They are going to sell them. Well, it's fine. They can do as they wish. You would remember, long time ago, because of the gambling license of Taundem,
Yes,
Taung Task,
Task, yes.
we could have life here. There was serious economic activities. But comrades decided to take that license somewhere else. It's just like the license of the airport, Munsiwa, Derek Munsiwa.
Yeah,
Airport.
I saw you were on the news with that.
Yes, at
Yes.
Mahike.
Mahike, yes.
They have taken it to Kruger National Park. So,
No.
well, they will fix the running, whatever, landing strip, but they will still have to get the license and there are certain conditions. But they've taken it to Kruger National Park because these comrades were coming from Bojana land. It was convenient for them. So they don't care about Naga. And the people of Mahike, they don't care. So there is nothing, there is no employment here. There is no economic activity here because as we speak now, when this person who was the chairperson of the disciplinary hearing, Professor Vuyo Pitch, was deployed to dismiss me from the ANC. His deputy at the gambling board was Comrade Colin Main. They know who want the gambling, the fifth gambling license for the province. Yeah, it has been taken out of the province. There are gamblings there in Gauteng and so on. So there is economic activity, very serious one, somewhere else. Not in our area, it has been killed. It's just like Buxton. The people are still hopeful, but there is nothing happening there. There have been lots of money budget put there. But there was a point where it could just go on years, year in, year out, without anything happening there. So we are not going to get it right today. With the problem is incompetence and corruption of the leadership. And you can see in Parliament, they have to remove not only me, Honorable Mutswana there, and created stories that Comrade Mutswana attempted. You have never heard of the charge called attempted. Attempted to steal a farm of the municipality. They said, yeah, arrest them. They have the corrupt Hawks officials, including those who could not resolve the 38 million Mkuku of Freiburg. Now, I was at the office of the Hawks. Just this, when was it? 2 days ago. I said, bring back my file because I'm taking it to Madlanga now.
Yes.
You can't do anything with it. Whether you have been paid or not, but I was told that the police officer who was dealing with my case has been promoted. He's now as a colonel in Secunda. Captain Mukwena. Then I said, no, it's fine. They said, no, there is a new one allocated. I said, I will follow it. It will happen one day.
But wait, which file are you talking about?
I opened the criminal case for the people who dealt at the 5,000 Mukuku for 38 million at Dr. RSM when we don't have water in town. But they are paying these leaders in the police and so on. So I want to go to Madlanga and I hope I'll be given that opportunity. That is why I went there and said, bring back my evidence. Hey, there is a new person. I said, I don't care about the new person. I'm going to Madlanga. I want to prove. That is why we have opened a criminal case, even against Batoi, the then NPA, because there were cases that we have opened as legislature. But none of them, prosecution decided to, none of them, the prosecution decided to prosecute. But the hardcore evidence, look, when at Treasury they stole more than 350 million and sent it to Bojanala district municipality. And that money was paying for transport from Moses Kotane to Rustenburg, 2 million. Laptop, 4 million.
I remember the story.
Yes, no, we have it. That's when I sent Tsepo Bloom there.
Yes.
And he employed a forensic company of the shopping attorneys. We have all the evidence. We have all the details. We opened the case. The Hawks came back to say, but Treasury is saying it was an error. They pressed the wrong button by mistake, and that money is fine now. The municipality is coping. I said, no, it was another location for the municipality to cope. Wrong people, just smaller boys there and girls were arrested. The real people were not arrested. I said, I will never leave it over my dead body. We have requested a space in Madlanga. We hope we will get that opportunity to prove that the police were corrupt. I mean, I opened a criminal case against Comrade Cwaile for faking the honors qualification.
No,
And
wait.
I was only told at the time that no, Honorable Cwaile, look, wait. There is somebody who will call you. The criminal wing of subs is corrupt. And I was told because my uncle there is a legal person is a lawyer for subs. No, look, man, we will request your uncle to call you. I said, but he has nothing to do with my work. He's doing his work, I'm doing my work. So I will not leave it. Yes, I have evidence. We have almost 2 or 3 MECs who have fake matric. They must be arrested for faking matric. There shouldn't be a complicated matter. They went to Rustenburg there and bought them. We have them. And I want them. You would remember one of our comrades, unfortunately, was sacrificed because of the matric. I mean, we've got the members of parliament. I mean, for example, Comrade Sipodile is a member of parliament. Who they want to make him a secretary of the pro? He doesn't have matric. It is a popular thing. But the ANC said the requirement is a matric. Now, if they replace somebody with 11 qualifications, Cwaile, and they replace him with somebody with a matric, the ANC is not serious about what it is saying. The problem, I will explain where the ANC is going and the direction it is taking. Because what the ANC is doing now, it is not new, it is not uncommon. It has been done by all liberation movement. Go to Frelimo in Mozambique, SWAPO in Namibia, Chamacham in Tanzania, ZANU-PF in Zimbabwe. And that is why they are losing out on the electoral support. And of course, that is why the liberation movement are just ending up dying. Factionalism, incompetency, and corruption.
But is it not also the deployment structures which are being put in place, especially by these liberation movements, where you find, like you're saying, somebody who's not even qualified to be a finance minister?
To me, I will tell you the truth.
Yes.
I've participated in the Commonwealth Parliament. Whether it's in USA, last time I was leading delegation of Northwest because I was the acting speaker of the legislature in Nigeria. There is nothing wrong with the deployment. What is wrong with the deployment is who are you choosing? In the whole, all the European countries are still deploying. Even in America, the president comes to office, he appoints the judge, he appoints everyone. There is nothing wrong with the deployment is that you choose the weakest. You choose the most incompetent so that they must just be your tools to enrich you. The factionalism and gatekeeping means close the door for those who are capable, they will delay us. And they bring somebody who in Sichuana we call Butuduku. Is it Tuduku?
Yes.
They can't solve anything.
Yes.
He won't do anything. He won't change the lives of our people. So there is nothing wrong with the deployment. The problem is when you choose the weakest and those who do not have capacity. Why are you then choosing them? It is for your agenda. It is for your interest. It is for you to be rich, not for people to be saved.
Wow. Hey, I'm glad you spoke in the Madlanga saga and the Batoi under the Nkabinde inquiry. We had the Zondo Commission, and it seems as if there's just differences that people can see. Hormare, this one mereko.
Yeah. Koro, we are in the era of what is called kleptocracy. Frantz Fanon, says while liberation movement in the failure ku East Africa. Abar ki kleptocracy,
Yes.
kleptocracy, le impunity. Kleptocracy kore ke where unethical leaders fight and take positions the political party and in government to enrich themselves to steal. It's a culture of stealing. That's what we have as a problem where we are today. It's a culture of stealing. Whether you bring ANC or you bring any other party, they are all going to steal.
It's cultural.
It's a culture. It's a culture.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It is a culture of stealing. But impunity means culture of no punishment.
Oh yeah.
Now, the Madlanga is trying because they will arrest you whilst you are still busy. They are preparing a docket and will get arrested. So it is giving hope. It is better. But the Zondo implicated big leaders. So the President Ramaphosa said recently that we know you want big guys to be arrested. It will happen. It will come. The NPA, NDMTB has been appointed. He's looking into the files. Zondo. We expect them at least to appear in court to explain themselves. We don't say drag them to the police station. We say let them come and explain themselves. So at the Madlanga, we want to prove that look at the number of the cases we have opened as a parliament.
Yes.
Whereas you see the parliament even today has been weakened by friends like this deployment. You can go to parliament and you can ask yourself if there is no water and the people are suffering and this and that is happening, why no one is being held accountable? It's because comrades in the political party have chosen who they want to decorate with them at the legislature. So they just make noise. There is nothing coming out of there.
Botuduku.
Kibutuduku. All of them. Kibutuduku. And you must know they know each other. Hey, when we were together when we fought in the troop there. So you can't tell me. So they are threatening each other there. And they had to force another one to step aside because the genius in each other go that level. So it was so explicit. But I can tell you,
Yes.
2 or 3 MECs, they have the fake metric.
But Sajil, we are going to elections, and with those types of credentials, this means we are doomed for.
These people, they don't care. It is historical everywhere in the liberation movement. When the people lose trust on the political party, it loses the electoral support. I'm saying SWAPO in Namibia in November lost seriously. ZANU-PF has lost long ago. But I will tell you about the Frelimo in Mozambique. They are losing because factionalism means who is in charge of the political party. The people who are leading the party there are the beneficiary of all this mess, gatekeeping and factionalism. So they have to reward those who have lifted them up. So they will not necessarily solve the problem, but miracles only happened once. When John Joseph Kombe Magaluf, the then president of Tanzania, who was the president of Chama Champe, those of the party of Julius Nyerere, decided that I'm going to deal with corruption. He was called a bulldozer against corruption. He took all his cabinet to prison. Do you think Comrade Ramaphosa will take all of his cabinet to prison? Yes, we have seen the speaker getting arrested. We have seen the then deputy minister of correctional service, Comrade Tabam Makwetla, is on 10,000 mail from Pambridge Magistrate. But there are many there who are implicated by Zondo. So I think they will probably have to do some deal that you go there, appear, but we won't put you in prison. We can give you 10 years suspension. I will tell you why I'm saying this. Look,
Yes.
the Public Service Act was amended so that the powers must no longer reside with the executive authority. Executive authority in this case is MEC and ministers. They have taken that powers to the head of the department. But I'm saying, they are saying they're dealing away with deployment. I say this is just a joke. Why? If you say MEC, you don't have power, it's you HOD. Who deploys HOD? It's the same politicians.
Yes.
And who will remove them is the same politician. So they have not protected those HOD they have given the power. So it is just a gymnastic. It's just a public stunt. It doesn't mean anything.
But I want us to clarify this one before we leave it. The matriculant issue. I want us to put it on the table and say it is alleged, or it is a definite. Because once we say it's a definite, we know that we have removed the alleged.
No, look, I can show it's definite. The ANC itself said the criteria for you to be deployed. I was explaining with this issue of deployment. You can
Yes.
go to all the parliaments in the world. If you are a finance graduate, you chair the portfolio committee of finance. You can't bring somebody who has no clue. He's not even an assistant nurse. He doesn't know even how to do resuscitation, and says the chairperson of no. In all the countries they are deploying, but they will send the proper capacity in the proper position. Ah, I was trying to explain, but I'm saying on the allegation and making about metric, I'm saying I have evidence. We have one. I'm saying one. Sipodal doesn't have metric. I don't need to present evidence. You can go ask him the metric. He doesn't have it, and he's not denying it.
Okay.
He's not hiding it. He has not faked metric. If there is only honest person in the legislature to this far, it's only Sipodal, because he disclosed that I don't have metric. But the question goes to ANC. ANC, then tell us. You said your criteria is that when you go to parliament, you must have a metric. So this man has disclosed that he doesn't have a metric.
What is still doing there?
Why? But we have those who have faked metric. They bought them from Rustenburg. I have a proof of 2. And that is why I went to police station myself and opened a case against Comrade Cwaile for his fake honors. He faked honors. He doesn't have honors, that man. You can't cancel the things. And West, these people, the way they behave, he wrote, come louder. Look, I'm telling you, we are hard workers. We are not necessarily genius. But come louder mean you are the star of them all for that honors. I mean, if ANC can appoint the municipal manager without metric, who failed metric in Ratro, so what do you expect? Today, as I'm speaking to you, you go to check Viola and Setsa Umchung. She's got the foundation. Check Toto, the MEC of Sports, Arts and Culture. She's got a foundation. What are they doing with the foundation? Just like Brown Mohots, with his, you see, my master's my research was about the influence of non-governmental organization in a democratic South Africa. That is why at one point I had to get close to Brown, because he had the foundation that I thought it will be as big as others white people's foundations. But this one was just for him to get rich quickly. Even our own leaders, I'm saying they have those foundations.
Wait.
Where they are using them to siphon the money. All the money goes there in those foundations.
But we saw Brown Mkhotsi saying this foundation belongs to
The wife.
the wife.
Who doesn't say that? Even them, you can go ask them. They will tell you, no, this is foundation of my children. You remember story of Julius Malema, who had the trust in the name of his children.
Yes.
But he was the beneficiary when he was not even enlisted in terms of the trust law as a beneficiary. He used the money for himself. So they will not say this is for us. But it is easy because, look, let me tell you, it is so natural. Look at the municipal managers and head of department, not only in our province, everywhere in the country. They own churches because churches cannot be made to account for its cents.
Yes.
And rents. So that's how they escape. You are at the church, you are only for Monday they deposit 5 million in the name of church. Amen. That's how the people find ways to steal. It takes a skillful investigator to follow that.
For people and then
Monday, the people who were making donations. You see, another thing that I must tell you, go everywhere. Well, check Comrade Nonomalo. He's got a tavern. Business people who go there, they will scrap for 250, pay 250,000 alcohol. Look at the guys who stole 38 million at Freiberg.
yes.
Hector Sichok. I've got the evidence. I don't mind mentioning them. Hector Sichok, he has a tavern called ke tla mo dira. So for you to clean your money,
You mean in
ke tla
Kamudira?
mo dira, yeah.
In Pudumo?
Ke tla mo dira in Freiburg.
Oh, in Freiburg. Yeah. Okay, okay.
To clean your money, you must call the DJs and what. Even to steal the money at the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, it is easy. If you say, Cwaile, come deliver 3 TVs, everyone knows the price of the Telefunken TV.
Yes.
So you can go. But if you call a DJ, you can give DJ 10 million because they put their prices. You can't fix that.
Yes, yes.
So that's how you can steal money.
Oh, you're washing it, but
You are
so
washing it, man. You can call the people to come so that Monday you can go deposit 3 million in your, so that it's called money laundering. You are cleaning it. You are laundering your money. I mean, if business people, we can go check the ABSA personal account of Comrade Colin Mine
yes.
and look at who has deposited the money in his account to the point that it can go up to 43 million. I'm just making an example. In his ABSA account for that matter. I'm just making an example. So that, I mean, we know we cannot take the money in my personal account. I will have trouble.
Yes.
But let's go and look at who has paid in whatever tavern in Potchefstroom. Is that person not having business with government? And has that person taken the 250,000 alcohol that you would have paid? I mean, comrades find a way to try to escape accountability.
But wow, how are you so clued up about all these sensitive and vile?
Or we can arrange for another interaction with you where we can put them on the picture and you can see for yourself for them. No, we have been after this. You see, these comrades, if you don't do that, you don't have a hardcore evidence. We have given the Hawks the hardcore evidence. NPA never decided to prosecute. So that is why I want to go to Madlanga. I want to be given an opportunity to also to explain how 3 million was deposited in Comrade Brown's because he had a foundation. We thought, let me help him here so that he can be empowered to speak for
But
the people.
are you sure that when coming to Brown, because Brown is a slippery slope, are you sure that you will not find yourself entangled in that because he's entangled a lot of people in his
I
evidence?
will not necessarily find myself entitled because I'll tell the truth that I was helping him write letters challenging wrongdoings.
Oh,
And there is nothing wrong because I believe in foundation. That is why I've studied issues of foundation, about the foundation of Viola and the foundation of Comrade Tapi.
okay.
For what is it for? They are just there for money. They are not doing anything. What are they doing for the people? Because if you take few pairs of shoes and go give to kids at school and take pictures, they are not like the white people's foundations.
They're not necessarily doing what they are supposed to be doing.
They don't even have a clarification of what is their role. No, yes, entitled many people, of course, Comrade Brown. But you know he has already confirmed to the world that he's a professional liar. Why would he have not lied to me as well? So it's not a complicated matter to get the opportunity. The opportunity that I want to prove here is to prove that on that issue alone,
Yes.
there was a businessman who put the money into the account,
Yes.
3 million.
On into Brown Mohoti's account.
Yeah, so that he can challenge a tender at the Department of Health, catering tender, because somebody of his links were beating. Already in Tate Suleiman Karim, he has admitted at the Madlanga that he has helped a friend of Ket Matala to win the bid at Department of Health.
Of health, yes.
The difference is, and then you see at the time was Comrade Madoda Sambat. The HOD at the time is Comrade Ubakem Mongale. Out of the blue, Comrade Ubakem Mongale gets arrested because this tender must go through. There is a guy coming from home here who quickly bought the storage in Flagstop there. He can't afford 200 rand of petrol. We have to give him 200 rand of petrol. He got the storage, cameras and everything. No. So I'm saying we are talking real things. If they want to, we see I've made an allegation at one point during public hearings. I know I was enjoying immunity. as a public representative. You can't intimidate public representative, and Comrade Nonos had to send me the lawyer's papers, say we sue, apologize. I said, why can't you ask me for evidence instead of wanting me to apologize? I mean, if you're a public representative, you are able to say anything, and you can prove anything if you can. But I'm saying we called the Hawks, we were having the Hawks regularly at the parliament. They did not do anything. So why should I not go to Madlang? I must go there and say, no. Please look at this evidence, because we have the evidence anyway. I mean, we don't need to work hard. I mean, the Dr. RSM came to parliament and said it is true we have built 88 million Mukuku. So what evidence do you want? And the person who gave out the Mukuku and the IT tender there, he gave it to his own cousin. He did not recuse himself. So what evidence do you want? Because it's a family scheme.
But with everything that is going on, Mr. Cwaile, with everything that is going on, from the airports that you're talking about to the Mkukus and to now the hiring of people who are not qualified for those positions. There were rumors now, again, I think I'm just putting 1+1, that this could be the reason why there were rumors that people want you underground. People have gone to lengths of making sure that you end up 6 feet. Are you? Is there any truth to that?
No, I don't mind. You must know that I've already had 28 car accident.
Wait. How many?
13 of my cars written off. So I don't really mind. And have had about 2 strokes. I'm not sure who's doing that, because I'm not a prophet. I'm not. But I'm not afraid of. Who is afraid? Who should be afraid of death? Because it will come to you, whether today or tomorrow. It will come at any given time.
But those ones who want to physically harm you, would you say this guy and this guy and this guy?
No, I have. You see, I have a record. I went to police station. I opened the case. I said, I'm under attack. These people want to shoot me dead, because there were 2 people who said there, but yes, it is true that we were organized to kill you. I found a PMU, Project Management Unit, when I was the MEC. This project, firstly, it was issued when it was irregular. And when I arrived at the office, it was already 7 years old. But I was instructed, just make sure it survive. But I said, no, not this one. So I had to remove the then HOD. But you can see how comrades are defined. I removed that and appointed another one using the Public Finance Management Act. You must know that the HODs are appointed by the Premier in terms of the Public Service Act, but you can only remove them in terms of the Public Finance Management Act. Section 36 that says any other person can be an accounting officer, because in terms of Section 39 of the Public Finance Management Act, that one who has been appointed as head of the department assumes automatically the responsibility of the accounting office, so that we can terminate the PMU. The story is long, we'll talk about it next time. Because the people who benefited, who were given houses, today they don't have physical address. They thought, yeah, we are right, Cwaile is the one who was wrong. I told them, no, this is not how we will go. Now, I was, at one point, I asked Dade Mokoro, listen, tell the police officer, who between the standard 10 police constable and me do you trust?
Yes.
Or hey, ebile shoota ka spiti mo tun re tlina mono mo batho ba tlile go searcha masentenyana ntse wa puta ba tsama kore ke ra gore
Wait, they fooled the king, cause
kore they were putting that video rogue unit in the office.
yes.
They were putting Premier under pressure, because you see, this HOD had to protect this PMU, but the PMU was the one that was issuing houses.
Yes.
To me, doesn't give me a sense. Can we have the PMU that is for all the regions, not for one person? Can we make it into 5 pieces, each region 4, plus the 5th one to be coordinating all of them? Because you can't take 20 billion to a one man. Who will decide what they do about it? No. You must know Comrade Gordon was there, dealt with him, he's gone. They sent Mehosho, they sent Bitumelo Muilwa, Me Desbumhono. They couldn't solve this one of the PMU.
Oh.
I moved in and I said I'm making a choice of whether keeping the PMU or running away from the position of power. I mean, I had a choice to decide whether I draw a benefit from the PNU, get 10 million and keep it for myself, or just solve a problem. I'll solve the problem. So I had to be removed. Yes, I don't mind to be removed as the MEC. Now the beneficiaries were working together seamlessly and nicely to make sure that Cwaile is seriously dealt with. So I'm saying I really don't mind. The people will forever remember how you see how we have built legacy.
Yes.
Legacy is not you having the big house. No. Legacy is how you invest in the people.
Yes, that's true.
So that's the important part.
Because those ones are the ones who will remember you, Horesh.
That is why when they come and say, Cwaile, thank you, you have employed my son. What can we do for you? I said, go pray for me. Now that is why I'm surviving forever, because many people are praying for me. You remember when they had the case, Cwaile rape, this and that.
Yes.
The people were praying for me live in the radio. So that's how you survive. You change the people's life, their ancestors, and them by praying for you to God will help you survive. So I will be here. I won't die. Another guy, my friend, was asking on groups, hey, when is Cwaile going to die? We heard that he's sick. He died before me.
I'm not laughing. What's his name?
Well, my friend, Comrade, our own leader of Sanko, Comrade Khadina Bukau, he was talking, Cwaile going to die. What? But miracles happen. He died before me. Even those who are miracles will probably die before me. So those things happen. So I can't wish for my own death. Because if it's me who want to die, I will have just to shoot myself and die. But if you want to do things that God would not approve, they would fail.
But let me ask you something that maybe you won't answer, especially on the case of the Honorable Khadina Bukau. May his soul also rest in peace. There was just a lot of hearsay around that. But I'm glad that I have you here to say, maybe to shine light into this matter. It was a bit of a weird scenario that played out on his death. I'm not asking this because I want Ndaba on. I'm just trying to find out what could have happened to that fearless person.
You see, on the day of State of Province address, we met Comrade Khadina Bukau at Mega City. I was with my friend called Telezan. And he said, you, stop talking about Cwaile and wishing him death, because the people you want to impress might kill you first.
Oof.
That's one issue. But another issue is that I have had 2 strokes myself.
2
strokes.
How do you survive 2?
Yes, I'm going through serious treatment for this second stroke. But I've survived. But I will tell you what happens with the stroke. Even if it is not straight, if you fall and injure your head, you will definitely not survive it. I know of 3 or so people, I won't mention, who died because they have fallen and injured. So when the stroke comes, you must hit the floor. And we can't guarantee that whether you will stand up surviving. So it's complicated because it's death, that thing, stroke itself. Now, if you have to hit another thing again, it's rare that you can. So I'm agreeing it is weight because it happened just too quick. But that's stroke for you. That's how it happens.
It just attacks you.
It just attacks you and you must just collapse. Yeah. Even myself, the first stroke was a little bit slow. I was just feeling numbness and so on. And the second stroke, I was taking my kids to school in the morning. So I realized...
this one?
Yeah, the second one.
Yes.
So I realized this is the stroke. And I had to kneel down quickly with my right leg. So I kneeled down and my son said, no, Dad, you can't drive. I wanted to go back and drive. Said, no, you can't. So he took me back to the house. Slept on the bed, called ambulance, taken to ICU, from ICU to Mahikeng ICU Pretoria. Yeah. And when I woke up at ICU at Pretoria Echo Mediclinic, I said, no, I want discharge. Please give me refusal of hospital treatment. I refused. I said, I'm going home. I'm not going to die. I could see people, it was a stroke unit. I could see people dying. I said, no, let me go home. I'm not going to die. So
you refused death?
No, I refused death many times. Now I've survived these things, man. Whether it is a black mamba attack, green mamba, snake attack, or I've survived these things, or food poison, I've survived them. I'm not going to die at their choice. It will come, death will come. All of us are going to die. But I will die because I will be old, or is a God's choice, not the person's choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, spoken like Tupac Shakur, like they will never ever take me. So now, I'm lastly, because I understand there's just a lot of things that me and you can touch on, but this is the last one. We are fearful of where the ANC is going currently, with everything that you are mentioning. You still being a member in good standing of the ANC, can you safely say that the ANC is driving a well maintained vehicle, or they just have a lot of issues within them that they're not being resolved? I mean, the president himself found himself in issues when coming to finding money in the couch. We've seen a lot of police now. Do you think the ANC we are driving?
No, the truth is ANC remains the hope.
Yes.
But you would know what is organization. Organization is something that is organized and in the form of individuals and groups.
Yes, yes.
Now, individuals and groups in the organization are just doing their things. But let me take you to the history of liberation movement. All researchers worldwide, whether it is in China, whether it is in Europe, America, South America also. The truth is all liberation movement are killed by four important things. One, factionalism that include gatekeeping. Good guys and capacities are locked outside. You can go to a branch. You would see that the good teacher your neighbor there, is not part of, is not even appearing on the register. Or the good priest will not be on the register because we gatekeep, we decide who becomes the member. And it starts with factionalism because we are on a red race to occupy position of power. That is why the second thing is incompetence, because we have stolen this branch with you and the region. So you must deploy me to position, whether I can't read or write. You can go ask in Dr. RSM, who is the MMC responsible for water? That guy hasn't any clue. I doubt if he can write a English sentence, just one line, one sentence. I doubt. He has no clue. He would not have asked him just about the National Water Act of 1998. He would not have any understanding. He is put there because they stole the branches and they stole the region together. You must deploy him. So it's incompetence. Then comes, because we are friends in position of power, we must steal now. Is called corruption. But we must correct it to say it's the culture of kleptocracy. Yeah, where the unethical leaders are stealing for stealing the resources of the state and building their own wealth. They are very rich of them. But those are the issues that all the researchers worldwide have pointed them out to. What are these things that are killing revolutionary organization? Because the organization forget their revolutionary nature for fighting for people, and the leaders serve themselves. Once that happens, the people lose trust in the organization. You can look at the ANC moving from 57, 25 May, boo, straight to 40%. It is not new. It happens just recently in SWAPO in Namibia in September elections. You can go to Mozambique, Frelimo. Because even when we fight for this position, we don't care about what the people are saying. Or the people think that this one can be taken serious given his record, no, or can help us. No, they don't care. They will remove you.
Wow. Now, there was somebody who asked, I wanted to take one question, because there's that issue of you thoroughly explaining your names, even though I get the idea now, Hore, where are those names coming from? But I'm more curious to hear the explanation from you. There was somebody who was asking, would you ever come back to Greater Taung Hospital and run it again? Do you ever think of coming back?
No, I will not come back. But I know the post were advertised, and I'll probably be part of the panel to decide who comes as the CEO of Taung Hospital, Lekwateman, and so on, because I'm a senior manager now at the the problem at the hospital, they are running it at the level of a deputy director. So we're just sacrificing more than any other thing.
Yes, yes.
Working day and night to make change. But would not usually prefer to take a smaller salary post.
Yes, obviously. Aha, I think because we promised that we would gather those questions and then we would ask, and then the responses I wouldn't come back to. I wouldn't come back. I mean, from being a parliamentarian and taking serious decisions and being able to stop criminal mentalities at their traces, that's something that a person will never come back from. What does Peperempe? Am I saying it right?
Yes.
It sounds Mozambican or
No. It's Ogoni language of the Ogoni tribe in Nigeria.
yes, yes.
The name Peperempe, I was given this name by another guy was called Tsepo Mudise. He was a teacher at Buxton. He was coming from Kuruman. He died. He was dosed with petrol and burnt to death. Oh my God. The word Peperempe is Ogoni language of the Ogoni tribe in Nigeria, meaning a wise person.
Oh,
Yeah. It means a wise person. So he gave me this name after he lived with the other guys, Popompo Peperempe.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, he gave me that name. I said, man, you are just wise like that guy. He said, your name is Peperempe. I said, this one. But the Mmoloki means savior.
Yes.
Is my father's father name.
Okay.
Yes, so I was named after my grandfather. So.
But is that not a heavy thing to bear? Especially, I gave my son my name, but I sometimes feel like, hey, I've given him.
Yeah, that's why I don't have any child who has been given name of anyone. You see, my mother one day said, please don't give your children our names because they will be in trouble with our burden.
Oh,
it's true.
Wow. I wish there are certain things we can go in and discuss thoroughly, because I feel there's more to this conversation. But I think me and you will make a day to come and have that discussion.
Anytime. And what I wish you to do, we must schedule for the day we come here and present the real evidence of corruption that we are alleging.
I would love
See, when I talk about they don't have metric, I will present the fake certificate of them here. I'm not talking things that I don't know. And when I say communists not have honors, I will present the difference of the fake one and I will present it here.
Oh.
So we can schedule it, of course.
We need that one very soon before the elections.
And when I say corruption, I will prove it here.
Yes.
Show even everything that people can agree with that this is corruption. But I want to say it, ANC is still a hope. But I was just making joke the other time with one other competitor saying, no, we are going to fix the ANC. We are not going anywhere. We will go back to the people and say, sorry, but you see, 32 of them are in prison now. Please, let's start afresh. Because we don't have any vehicle that can change the people's life.
You're going to say sorry.
Yeah. And it is true, of course, that even if anyone will win the presidency of ANC, it is not true that they will become the president of the country.
Wait. I don't understand that part. They win the presidency
of the ANC.
Oh, of the ANC, but it does not mean they will lead the country.
Of the country. Because for you to win the presidency, you must be voted by the people who no longer trust the party because of the deeds and the work of these others. So we must just be here, fight them, or we must die for it. It will be for a good cause that we must protect this Africa's old liberation movement. Yeah, so that it can continue to help many other people. But we will not, now will never leave ANC.
Yep, you heard it here. Yes. He's not going anywhere. Whether you like it or not, he will remain a good member of the ANC and serve the liberation movement. There's just a lot that has not we have not touched on, and I'm just happy. Finally, we are going to get the truth very soon on this platform. Saviour,
yes,
we appreciate your presence. Thank you very much.
Much appreciated.
And we are not done. We are not.
I'm forever available at any time, day or night. I will avail myself.
Yep, people, that's where we leave it for today. I am hoping that whatever we discussed here becomes knowledge, because open our minds and open our eyes. What's going on? Why is this? Shouldn't this happen in this way? But now we know people are chowing out there. But and not 1,000 rand, like we're talking millions. There's another 500 million which is just chowed unnecessarily. But we will get to that. We will get to that very soon. Hope that you will subscribe and you will like the channel. Pepe Rempe. Very wise.